We're at Jason's Walk in Cumming, Georgia, right off Highway 20, brand new neighborhood for Toll Brothers. We've taken some tours of Toll Brothers, but I'll tell you what, when you take a look at the construction in here, the finishes in here, and then you take a look at the price. These are some of the best deals that we've seen for this kind of house, this size house in a Toll Brothers, okay? And the cool thing is, very early in the neighborhood. There's only a couple houses in here. Get in now before the prices go way up. Lots to talk about here, so get right into it. Welcome to Jason's Walk in Cumming, Georgia. Let's go. All right, so real quick intro, just to let you know what's going on. Again, this is Steve, Mullen Home Team, EXP, living in North Georgia PA. So we're at Jason's Walk. Take a look at three houses today. The first is the model. It's a Rosslyn Contemporary, okay? Basically, the difference between the Rosslyn Contemporary and the Rosslyn Traditional, which we'll look at third, is basically some elevations in the front. Basically, it's a very, very similar floor plan. You know, basically the same floor plan. There might be just slight changes to it. But we'll take a look at the model, then two other homes, the Hedgewood, and then again, the Rosslyn Traditional, okay? Because I want you to see what it looks like all done up nice, all dressed up pretty. And I want you to see what it looks like when it's empty, because that way you can say, all right, now I'm putting my furniture in it. What's it gonna look like, you know, when we take a look at those houses? So we've got those three houses to look at. And keep in mind, as we're looking at all of these, you know, whether you're looking at these houses or you're looking at some of our other videos, phone number's right down here. If you ever have any questions about what's going on in the market, or you're looking to make a move, but you're, you know, what's the best place to be for this? What's the best time to move for that? Whatever it is, give us a call or send us a text, okay? That's what we're here to help out. Also here to take a look at some tours of some Toll Brothers houses. Could these be your houses? Tell you what, get in early, because when you get in early, prices go up as time goes on, okay? Let's take a look at the tour. We start with the model, and here we go. All right, here we go. We're going into the Rosslyn Contemporary. This is the model, and we're gonna look at another Roswell Transitional later. Basically the same floor plan, it's just the outside elevation is a little different on the two, but this one's all done up nice. You know how Toll Brothers does. All right, this one, got the covered porch out here. Very nice. Have your bench out here, have your Adirondacks out here, and you can just watch the world go by. Your brand new Toll Brothers house. Let's go inside, big double doors. We'll come inside, and yeah, when Toll Brothers does a house, man, they do a house. This is how I need to decorate my house, right? Maybe not. All right, to the right, we've got like a little study over here. Okay, so it's a nice big area. You know, they've got a stage with a desk. This is a pretty big opening here. So probably too big to have them on like standard wise put in the double doors, but you can probably get it framed out if you want to put double doors in or whatever here. That way you can kind of close that off. Otherwise, you know, you can use it as a den or use it as a playroom or whatever. But just keep in mind, all of these shelves, these are all add-ons back here, which you can do, but just keep that in mind. Nevertheless, it's a big old room right there. On the right, turn to the left, and you've got huge dining room, and they've got kind of like a faux wine cooler back there. It's kind of cool back there. But I mean, you see how big this table is, you know, with the 8 chairs around it, and you still got room over here, you know, to put some cabinets and stuff. So I mean, there's just a lot of space in this this dining room rather. I really, really like it. All right, let's let that. You know what? We're gonna walk this way. We're gonna come around. Because the first thing, before we go into the living room and the kitchen, give you a quick little preview. Let's come take a look at the bedroom back here. The bedroom back here, it's pretty big. I mean, it's not, I mean, we've seen bigger, kind of like the multi-generational suites, things like that. But I mean, if you have somebody who's coming in here to stay for an extended period of time, I mean, look how much room you have back here. I mean, that's a pretty decent sized bed. Still have plenty of room for, you know, nightstands and things like that, a little chair in the back. And I mean, it's still a big room. And then on this one, of course, they've got the upgraded glass doors. That's how big the closet's going to be right there. And on this one, you're going to share the full bath with everybody downstairs because there's not a separate water closet, but there you go. That's what it would look like. The walk-in shower right there. So you get the full bath downstairs right off of the bedroom. All right, now let's go into the living room. You get one of these big 2-story living rooms with the wood accents up on top. And I mean, that's a really, really cool kind of light fixture there in the middle. The Toll Brothers got all kinds of crazy stuff laying around. You see the workers in the back. Like we talked about in the very beginning, this is a brand spanking new neighborhood. So they're still even putting stuff together on the model. All the stuff in the backyard, but the inside is already done. But just to give you an idea how big, I mean, look at the size of this sectional and look at how much room you have beside that here in the living room. Okay, so you got the 2 built-ins, on the side of the fireplace. I mean, it's just a very nice kind of that grandiose look with all the light coming in with the windows. That opens up into the kitchen. I mean, and look at the kitchen, the way they've got this set up. So they've got it set up with the table right here. So you got the table, you got the 6 chairs around the table. You've got plenty of places to put people to sit on the island over there. And then you've got the dining room back over here. So, I mean, you got plenty of places to have people to entertain, things like that. But this is a really cool and unique layout of the kitchen because it's got kind of this kind of curve around. We've shown this on some of the Toll Brothers builds in the past. And it comes in here, and this one has cabinets that go all the way up to the top. When we look in just a little bit, one of the houses that we'll look at, the Hedgewood has cabinets that go to the top. The other Rosslyn does not. Okay, so there are slight changes between the couple of houses, but just to give you an idea of how big this house or this kitchen is. Okay, and then you got the cooktop right there. You got the 2 ovens over here on the side. Now in this one, you have kind of the smaller oven on top, or probably just the microwave oven, and then you got the bigger oven on the bottom. Okay, the other one that we're going to take a look at has the larger oven, has like a double oven. Look at the upgraded countertops here. You have the sink in the middle of the island. Just a really, really nice layout. Let's take a deeper look at the kitchen. Okay, let's take a look real quick now at the pantry. A pantry, they've got it done up with kind of like the organizers or whatever in here. So it's a little more, upgraded than what you're going to get standard. But standard, you're still going to get, lots of shelves in here, lots of storage space in there. We'll show you that in a couple houses coming up in just a couple minutes. And then you've got, your place to hang all your stuff when you come in. Off of this door, you'll typically have the access to the 1-car garage, and there you'll have the access to the 2-car garage. Now in here, because it's the model, those are offices, so we're not taking a look at those, but that's where they would be. We'll take a look at those in the Rosslyn coming up in just a little bit, just to give you an idea of the size of those, okay? So that's everything downstairs. Let's hit the fast forward button. Let's go. All right, so we're upstairs. Here's a chance to look at that light fixture. That thing is just so cool. I really like that. Toll Brothers got some of the coolest stuff. All right, we're gonna go down this way first. Okay, we got a couple bedrooms down here on this end of the hall. First one, we'll turn left. This is bedroom number 2 on the house. Number 1, we'll take a look at upstairs. So this is a pretty big size room because you can get an idea, and that's the cool thing about looking at it in the model and then taking a look at it when it's not a model, it's just empty. You get an idea of, when it's empty, there's nothing there. But when it's the model, you get an idea of size-wise what would fit where, right? But when it's empty, you kind of put your own spin on it. So that's what this room looks like. Those are the closets right there. I would open those for you, but for some crazy reason, they are locked. So I can't get in there, but we'll take a closer look at that because like we talked about, take a look at a Rosslyn as well in just a couple of minutes. That opens up off of this room into a full bath. You also get that full bath off the hallway. So here you go. This one's got the walk-in shower. So there you go. Bedroom number 1. Come to bedroom number 2. And this is a really big room too. Okay, you got a lot of room in here. It's kind of a longer, more narrow room, but still, it's a very cool layout when they got everything in here. And then you got your own bathroom off of it. You got the tub shower combo in here. So you do get at least the 1 extra tub. And then you got the master, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. Just to give you an idea of what these closets would look like size-wise. Okay, there you go. So those are 2 bedrooms. Upstairs, those are 3 bedrooms all together. Take a look. The master's at the end of the hall, but we're gonna stop over here. Take a look at bedroom number 4 first. And here you go. This one's got the kind of desk laid out in here. You got these kind of, I don't know, spaceship looking lights or something like that, mushroom looking. I don't know what they are. But there you go. That just gives you an idea of kind of, what kind of room you have. Because I mean, these are some pretty tall ceilings too. Keep in mind, all of this right here is not standard on these houses, okay? But you do get the closet just right here. It's a pretty decent sized closet too. And you get the walk-in shower on your own bathroom on the front of the house. So there you go. There's your 3 bedrooms upstairs, all pretty decent sized bedrooms. And they all get their own bath, their own full bath. And then we come into the master bedroom. Before we take a look at the master bedroom, stop real quick. Just a reminder, okay? If you are looking to do something real estate wise, whether that means making a move end of this year, making a move next year, 3 years, whatever it is, whatever your timetable is, this is a time to reach out to us and let us know, okay? That's what we're here for, all right? I'll put the phone number below. Call us or text us there. Anytime, we'll get back to you. Maybe not 3 o'clock in the morning to get back to you, but we're gonna get back to you. Let us know what you're doing. This is a time to plan. Mortgage rates are starting to come down a little bit. I think things are gonna go crazy spring of 26. Okay, I wanna get all of my people out ahead of it. You're watching this, you're my people. You don't know yet, but y'all are my people, all right? I want you to be taken care of. So give us a call so we can walk you through planning, because I want you to be ready to make a move when the time comes. Let's take a look at that master. But look at this room. I mean, this room is just huge, okay? And then it's got this little wraparound area over here that, you get an extra spot to put in, you can put in TV. This one has the upgraded, you've got kind of like a shelf unit back here. They got like a little fridge or whatever. All the model, but this gives you an idea of how much space you have on this wall, right? Because, you turn all this around, you put the TV on that wall, you can put your couch like right here, watch that. All right, now I took a look at the bedroom. Now it's time for the bathroom. And this is a very, very nice bathroom. Yeah, very, very nice. You got the dual vanities on either side. Those are upgraded from what we're gonna see on the next house, but still, I mean, the next house is really, really nice. But as per usual for Toll Brothers, if it's the model is gonna kick some butt. So this is really, really nice. And then you got this big, huge tub out in front of the shower. And then in the shower, you got the 2 shower heads, on the back, and then you got the waterfall head right there. So, this is really, really nice tile work in here as well. This is all upgraded, obviously from what you get standard. But that being said, when you see the houses that we've got to show you coming up in just a couple minutes, you realize, no, these are all really, really nice builds, okay? Let's swing back this way. There's your water closet right there. Then we come into the closet, and this is a pretty big closet. They've got it done up with the closet organizing system. So you got places to hang stuff, you got places to, to tuck stuff away. You got a lot of room there. And then you got more room over on this side, again, for hanging, for stuff in boxes, things like that. And then you come around the corner and you got even more room over here. So this is a really, really big closet. We've seen smaller closets on some of these masters. This is pretty big. Okay, so this will take good care of you. Then we'll come back over here. You got the laundry room off the bathroom. So this one's got a sink right there with a shelf above it. And then you've got washer dryer over here. So let's step out. Those are big washers and dryers. So just give an idea how big this laundry room is and how well they've done kind of, jazzing it up a little bit with some more cabinet space, some more shelves, things like that. That's the inside. Let's go peek outside real quick. All right, so now we typically go outside. Take a look on the back deck though. We talked about it a couple minutes ago. It's pretty darn new. The gentlemen are out there working on the back deck. They're putting in the new TV, the grill, and the countertops and all that good stuff. So we're just gonna hang out inside. It's a little cooler inside. I know we're gonna use some air conditioning, but get the covered porch. And the other 2 houses we're getting ready to look at, covered porch as well off the back deck. A really nice back deck, and this one's got that 3 sliding door look. You're gonna get that on the other 2 houses we're gonna take a look at in just a a couple of minutes. All right, so that concludes our tour of the model, the Rosslyn Contemporary. Okay, now we got 2 houses to look at. Those are 2 houses that are currently built. Really, there's 4 houses in there. 1 is under construction, 2 are basically built, and then this one. You're gonna have 31 when it's all said and done, but man, it is an empty neighborhood right now. What does that mean for you? We say this all the time. Jump in now, because they're going to raise the prices ever so slightly as they build out. Okay, it's going to help you build up that equity. With the new construction continuing to go in, you're at the ground floor of this neighborhood and you're at the ground floor of this area. They're adding all kinds of restaurants, all kinds of stores. A new Publix just opened right down the street. All kinds of stuff going in here, this part of 20. You have easy access to 2 spots on 400. You can go McFarland or you can go back towards 20. Either way, you can get easy access to 400 from here. Really cool location. Get in now. This is the model. What could you get into right now? Let's take a look at 2 houses. All right, here we go. We're gonna check out a different floor plan now, the Hedgewood New Haven, over 3,300 square feet. Tell you what, we talked about earlier, we're in the very beginning stages of this neighborhood. They're building your neighbor across the street. You got a neighbor next door, which we'll go take a look at that one here in just a couple minutes. But then you got this one. There's gonna be like, a neighborhood of 40-ish houses in here when it's all said and done. You can be early in this neighborhood. All right, you got a covered porch out here. Nice brick front. Really like this. Let's come on inside. Keep in mind the price of this is going to be just a hair over $1 million, which, yeah, on its face is like, yeah, hair over $1 million. But Toll Brothers builds this part of Forsyth County and Cumming near everything it's going to be near. I mean, and when you see this construction, you're like, it's really not that bad for a Toll Brothers. So let's take a look. Come on inside. Over here on the left-hand side, you got yourself a dining room because it opens up into the kitchen. So, nice size room. Didn't really do like sometimes you see accents on the walls, things like that, but nice big room that you can put all your stuff in there. That opens up to the big 2-story foyer into the 2-story living room. And you've got that classic, the 3-panel sliding doors. We'll show that off in a little bit when we go outside, but man, that'd be really nice, especially in fall. As fall is upon us here in the South. We'll talk about, like I said, we'll open that up in just a second. But here's your living room. You got the built-ins right there with the shelves, a nice brick front fireplace, or tile front, I should say. Goes all the way up. I love, I'm not necessarily, and I'd rather have a 1-story living room myself. But man, if you're looking for this 2-story look with like all the windows and the sliding doors and just a grandiose look, man, Toll Brothers knows what they're doing. So that's what you get with the living room. Okay, then we're going to turn and let's take a look at the kitchen. You take a look at the floor plan here. It is different than what we saw in the model because this is more that kind of L-shape kind of living area here. So you got the living room, opens up into the kitchen, and then you got the seating area over there. But man, look at this kitchen. I love those pendant lights. Nice, kind of a little over the top, but not too terribly bad. But you got a lot of cabinet space in here. Nice big giant island, sinks in the middle of the island as well. Let's come on over here. Take a look at cooktop. You got the dual ovens over there a little further down. So you got plenty of room to spread out, do some cooking, do some entertaining, things like that. We'll come over here because you got kind of like, this extra kind of butler's pantry area back down here with more cabinet space, more drawers. Those cabinets, this is not just, the model. I mean, this is out of the box. You buy this. Those cabinets go all the way to the top, which is really cool. No wasted space in this. Let's take a quick look at the pantry. Ooh, look at that. Again, if you know me, now that we've been doing this for a while, I got some creature comforts I look for. 5 shelves in the pantry. Sometimes you get the 4th shelf. It's like, why are we not going 5 shelves? I mean, this one is tall enough. You almost do 6 if you. Plenty of room in here to put all your goodies. And then that opens up down here to the little seating area for the kitchen. So you can put a nice big table in here. So think about it size-wise. It's a 5-bedroom house. You got the table right here. You got plenty of room here, at the, right there if you want to, have another 3 or 4 stools there. And then you got the dining room over on the other side of that wall. So let's take one quick swing through the kitchen. Now we'll go take a look at the bedroom downstairs. let's go swing around behind over here. And so what do we have down here? Well, first you got kind of like your little cubbies where you can hang up all your coats, backpacks, things like that coming on and off the garage. I'll show you what the garage looks like over here. We'll open up, go take a look at that. So you got the 2-car garage with the 2 separate doors. Decent sized garage. You got a little cutout right there to put, some extra stuff. And then you've got the water heater in here. You got the tankless water heater on the Toll Brothers houses now. So that's that one in there. Now we'll close the door. What do we have here? Here is your half bath. So it's a 5.5 bath house. This is the half. Okay, so this is like your little powder room for all your guests and everything. Okay, decent size, nice, small little powder room. Doesn't need to be too crazy. But then you got this room in here. So here's your downstairs bedroom. We've seen bigger downstairs bedrooms on Toll Brothers houses. With that being said, you got the bedroom downstairs. It gets its own bathroom. So we'll come around here. So you got the sink right there. We'll come around the corner. You got your walk-in shower right there. Okay, so if you got somebody that's coming in, staying with you, they can't go upstairs or anything, walk-in shower makes life a whole lot easier. And then we'll go take a look at the closet, because I know I'll get the usual people mad at me for not showing the closet, and that's a good sized closet too for this size room. So okay, so there's your bedroom downstairs. So that's what the downstairs of this home looks like. Let's hit the fast forward button. We're gonna go run upstairs. Let's go. Here we go. So we're upstairs looking down on the 2-story living room. We'll swing right first. Keep in mind, all 3 of these bedrooms are gonna have their own bath. So we'll start at the front and work our way around, go right to left. So come in here. So this is gonna be a bigger bedroom than the one that we saw downstairs. Come in here and show you the bathroom. Another bathroom where you got the walk-in shower. You got the sink, you got the toilet, you got the closet on the front that at least has the window on it, so you get some nice natural light through that closet. But we'll stop here just for a second, just so you can get a better idea of the size of this first room on the front of the house. Then we'll swing around, we'll go to the next bedroom. So here is bedroom number 2 upstairs, 3 overall. This one probably, pretty similar to the second bedroom that we saw, size-wise, with the window overlooking kind of the front of the neighborhood, overlooking, I see 20 out there. Let's take a look at the closet. Okay, so there's your closet for here. And a quick look at your bathroom. Same deal, walk-in shower in here, sink, toilet. So there you go. So we've seen 3 walk-in showers so far. 4th room, let's see what we got back here. 4th room. Now this room does feel maybe a little bit smaller, just a hair than the other 2 that are up here. But come over here, closet-wise, maybe a slightly bigger closet based on how the layout goes. And then we'll come in here into the bathroom. And there you go. You got the sink, you got a toilet, and you've got the walk-in shower. Man, I'm a little close there. There you go. I'll let you know what it looks like. So all 4 of the bathrooms we've looked at so far, they simply have the walk-in shower. We don't have any tubs yet. We do have a tub in the master bath. So let's go take a look at the master bath or master bedroom real quick. There's a laundry room, but we'll come back to that in just a second because it comes in off of the master. Now, here we go. This is pretty nice. Nice big room. You got the big tray ceiling. You got the pendant lights, and you've got the light on the fan. Lots of windows around it, so a lot of natural light. It's overlooking the backyard, which, and we'll talk about it more when we get out in the backyard, but it doesn't look like they're gonna build anything back there. You've got a little bit of a creek running through there, so if they do end up building something, it's gonna be way back there when it's all said and done. So you do get some trees back here in the backyard, so a little bit of privacy. So there is your master bedroom. Now let's go take a look at the master bath. And this is really nice. Now, sometimes Toll Brothers will really overdo the bathroom. The bathroom will be crazy, and you've probably seen that in some of our videos. Sometimes you get like the tub floating out in the middle of the area or in the middle of the bathroom. The bathroom's just super huge. This is a really cool, it's a really nice walk-in shower, right? And then you get this, really, really nice tub with a really nice tile surround it. I mean, I really like the way that that lays out. You got this huge vanity for the 2 sinks, but you don't have wasted space. I mean, it's big. It's big enough. You don't need, to me, I don't think you need all that space. You don't need to play football in the bathroom. You know, I need some room. You know, that way, you know, if I make a mess and my wife's in here and she sees I made a mess or left something out, she tries to give me an elbow, I just need to get out of the way, right? Because I mean, sometimes you're gonna get an elbow in the bathroom if you mess up, all right? So that's what the bathroom looks like. Then you got the separate WC right there. So let's take a look at the master closet now. On this side, you've got, you know, the shelves up, and you got shelves up on the other side too, but you have plenty of room if you want to do more, or if you want to upgrade this and have more, you know, have more storage solutions in here. Come around here, see they got shelves, shelves, shelves. So you got, you know, a place to hang all your clothes and everything, but you want to put, you know, 2 shelves. You can move this up a little bit, move the other one down, or, you know, you can have some like bins that you can put on this wall right here to help organize stuff. I mean, you've got opportunity, or you got options in here to, you know, add more stuff. But I mean, for the most part, I mean, this is just a really nice layout on this closet. I really like this house. Let's take a look at the backyard. I guess before we go in the backyard, I forgot to show you this. Here's your laundry room. So it comes right in off the bathroom right here. Okay, so there's the sinks, there's that, and you come right through here, and there you go. And you got the sink in there too. So if you're like us and you've got 7 kids, I talk about it all the time, you got 7 kids, guess what happens? You got a lot of laundry going on. So it's really convenient to have the laundry room right here when the master is right next door. So there you go. Now let's go in the backyard. All right, here we are back downstairs getting ready to go out. Like I told you, we're gonna open those windows up, or open those doors up, and look, you get this big open air kind of look coming out into the this covered porch area. Sure, you can swap that light out for a ceiling fan, put the ceiling fan right there. You got a lot of room in here though to put some chairs, table, put the grill, put the smoker, all that good stuff. Here, there's lots of stuff flying around out here. I'm gonna close this up a little bit. I don't want to be a nuisance to Toll Brothers and let all these wasps and flying stuff in the house. I want to give you an idea of what your backyard would look like. As we talked about earlier, every yard in here is going to be at least a ½ acre-ish. This one I think is like just over a ½ acre, like 0.58 or something like that. So you get, you know, ½ acre plus, goes back into the woods back there. And then, just to swing around to show you, that's what the back of the house looks like. Okay, so you got the covered porch. It's nice, you know, you got the front brick, three sides hardy on this house. A really nice build. I like this layout. So that's the Hedgewood. Okay, so we're gonna finish up in here, lock it up. We'll head next door to the Rosalind Transitional. So just a reminder, okay, I said it earlier, say it again, worth mentioning. Whether you end up in a Toll Brothers build or any other new construction, or just are moving to the area, whether that's within the next couple months or whether that's in the next couple years, this is the time to give us a call, okay? Just had a buddy who, out of the blue, saw the perfect house and wanted to put an offer in on it. And we kind of started from the ground floor, and we had to run like crazy, get them pre-qualified, get them ready, kind of walk through like all that stuff. We had to do it like super fast warp speed. Got it done, but definitely was kind of crazy. If you want to make the move, you buy the house when you're ready to buy the house. For me, my suggestion for you is, let's talk now. I'm gonna put the number, you can call me or text me below for more information, but if you wanna talk about where to move, what it looks like, what the best area is, all that stuff. That's what we specialize in. But whether that's like within the next couple months, the next couple years, let's have the talk now. Let's come up with a game plan. If you're gonna move in 2 years, these are the things we need to get done in the next couple years to get you ready to go. There was the number, call, text. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave us a comment below. Did you like this house? Did you like the model, or are you gonna like the next house? Leave us a comment. We need more comments, y'all. Come on. All right, here we go. Last house of the tour, the Rosalind Transitional. Now, we showed you on the intro, this does have the 3-car garage over here. Let's walk over, shoot, I'll show you. You got the brick front, you got the 3 sides hardy on this. Come over and show you what those garages look like. So there you go. Boom, boom. So you got 3-car garage, or 2 and 1, 3, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, we'll show them to you from the inside. So you already got a 3-car garage on this one versus the one on the other one. This one's over 3,800 square feet, and definitely you're gonna see it on the inside. But that being said, the price, which is over 1.1-ish, I mean, it's really not that much higher than the first one, or the first, available one that we looked at. Obviously, this is gonna be very similar to the model, which was a Roslyn as well. All right, here we are on the inside. First things first, turn left. The last house we looked at just kind of had a dining room. This one has kind of a study as well. So you got, lots of natural light on the front. You got the basically 4 windows. Doesn't have any can lights or anything in there, but that could be your study or your playroom or whatever you want it to be. If you wanted to frame it off to where you put in, the French doors or whatever, you can do that. Swing right. And there you go. You got your dining room right here. It's a big area for your dining room and all your wall units or all your, cabinets or whatever it is you're going to put in here. I'm back over this way, and then we'll come into the kitchen. Now, this is some kind of kitchen. Sometimes we've shown you a lot of times with some of these Toll Brothers builds, a lot of the floor plans are going to have that kind of rounded off look on that corner. I think it's a really cool look where it kind of rounds the corner like that. But I mean, this is a huge kitchen too. That's probably about, I'd say maybe a hair bigger than the last one. The difference that you'll automatically notice is on the last one we looked at, the cabinets went all the way to the ceiling. These, they don't. Obviously, I think you can add that after the fact if you want, but you do get plenty of cabinet space either way. So we come over here, you got the big island, you got those big pendant lights like you had next door. You've got the 3-door, sliding door opening thing. That one's not quite as wide as the one that we saw next door. And then, I guess the big question is, do you like this color stain on the cabinets better? Kind of like a natural wood kind of thing, or do you like the white? I kind of like the white myself, but we see this in a lot of the Toll Brothers new builds. Let me know in the comments. Again, you guys talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you think. Don't just be sitting there watching these videos. I need you all to help me out. Tell me what you're thinking. All right, so you got the 2 ovens right there. You got the cooktop over there. Really, really nice kitchen. Let's swing in here real quick. I'll show you what the pantry looks like. Just like we saw in the last house, you got the five shelves all the way up in the top and actually wrap around the back. So you got a little bit more storage room in here than in the last house we saw, the Hedgewood. So yeah, this Roslyn, talk about it. It's gonna be something in the neighborhood of about 20-25% bigger than the last house, and it definitely feels it. Let's take a quick swing back through the kitchen. Okay, now let's take a look at these garages first. Let's start with since we're here, do the 1-car garage. So the cool thing is, it's a garage that opens into the house. You don't have to like walk around or whatever, in case it's raining or whatever. It opens right into the house. So there's that. You also have the nook like we saw next door. You hang up all your backpacks, your coats, all your goodies you brought in. And then we'll come take a look at the garage in here, which is single door, 2-car garage. This feels a little bit bigger than what we saw next door. This too is going to have the water heater in this closet, the tankless water heater. There you go. But I feel like you get a little bit more room in here, so there's even more storage potential in here because you got maybe like that little cutout back there. Got some shelves up there, so you got some room to maneuver in if you want to do some hanging shelves too, because it's kind of a tall garage. All right, we'll close that up. Now we're swing over. Let's go take a look at the bedroom downstairs. Well, I guess we gotta stop and look at the living room first, because we did this. Another one of those big 2-story living rooms. That's what Toll Brothers does, man. Those big, grandiose 2-story living rooms with all the windows on the back wall, overlooking the woods. Just like we talked about, this is literally next door to the Hedgewood we just looked at. So, I mean, it's gonna be the same deal in the backyard. You got those trees. There's a little creek that runs back there. Really not gonna build anything close. It might be further back than may end up building something in time, but for now, you're gonna have a nice, just quiet view back there. You got the built-ins on the side of the brick fireplace that goes all the way up. And we come over here, bedroom downstairs. Bedroom downstairs is a little bit bigger than the last bedroom that we saw. Not huge, but it is a little bit bigger. Okay, so you got a little bit more room if you have somebody staying with you. And we'll show you what the closet looks like right there. So there you go. Now you hear the crunching under my feet potentially. They got everything kind of plasticed off. I don't know if that's a word or not, but they've plasticed it off Protect your carpet, man. If this is your carpet, you don't want people walking all over it. Say, plastic it off, man. Bathroom. You only get the one bathroom downstairs, one full bath, walk-in shower, the sink, toilet, combo walk-in shower. The other one that we just saw, it did have the extra half bath, so that was kind of nice. But nevertheless, I think a bigger area downstairs, obviously. I really like this layout. I'm gonna go upstairs and check it out. Fast forward button, go. All right, we start upstairs. This is very similar, this layout is very similar to a layout we just saw in the Northfield Trail houses, or the neighborhood that we just looked at for Toll Brothers. I'll put a link up above so you can take a look at that maybe later. Come back to it because I want you to see this house first, then go watch that house. All right, so come in here. You got bedroom on the back. We'll start here and work our way around. Got the big closet back here. So you've got that. And then you've got a second closet right here. So a whole lot of closet in this room. I mean, this is a pretty good sized room too on the back of the house. And it has an opening to go into, we'll call it its own bathroom. This bathroom is shared by everybody upstairs, even though everybody upstairs kind of gets their own bathroom, but you have, a door open off the hallway to get in here, right? So there's your walk-in shower again. Come this way into the third bedroom. So there you go. Kind of a longer, skinnier bedroom, but still a decent sized bedroom. Don't see a closet yet because it's in the bathroom. So we come in here, another one of these walk-in showers. There is an extra tub in this one compared to the last one. We'll show you that in just a second. But you got the walk-in shower, and then there is your closet right there, okay? And then we'll come back around. Keep in mind, it's going to be just over 3,800 square feet total. And then it's also going to have the 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and it's going to have a price tag just over the 1.1. So yeah, it's a little more expensive than the Hedgewood we looked at, but I think you get a lot of creature comforts for that increase in price. The 4th bedroom, come in here, big size room. So this is probably, with the 2nd bedroom we saw, this is probably tied for the biggest one. These are, I think, a slightly bigger bedrooms than the last house in the Hedgewood. There's your closet. And in here, hey, you get a tub. So you get a shower tub combo off of this one. So at least in this one, you get the extra tub. You've got kids, it's always good to have tubs. I mean, we get a lot of people who say they need to have more tubs. So sometimes new construction, you just get the walk-in shower, but it's nice to have extra tubs. So you get the extra tub in here into that bathroom. So there you go. That's bedroom number 4, bathroom number 4. Now it's time for Big Daddy. Let's take a look at the master. And here we go. And this one is huge because not only do you get this room, which is already, and again, this is very similar to the last time we were over at Northfield Trail and we looked at the house there. It seems like it's like the same, maybe just ever so slightly different floor plan, if that. But you got this big giant bedroom, right? With trade ceiling, windows, and then, oh yeah, that's right. And you got all this over here too. So you can, hang up your TV there. You can put the couch. You can put bookshelves, things like that. So you got you put your reading nook, entertainment nook over there. You can have a huge bed over here. You still have plenty of room. I mean, you can put a king size bed, big end units right there, big nightstands to go right there. A lot of natural light off the back. I mean, and you just got so much room in here. Okay, so this is really, really nice. I can handle this. All right, to the next one, and here we go. Now this is what we were talking about next door over at the Hedgewood. Remember, talked about sometimes you get into one of these bathrooms you can play football in. This is what I'm talking about. You can play you can play football in this bathroom. Holy cow! So there's your vanities. You get one giant one over on this side. You get one big one over on this side, and then you've got this giant tub kind of out in front of the shower. So kind of have the 2 shower heads over here. You got the waterfall head in the middle. I mean, this is some kind of shower, man. So it's funny because, I mean, with Toll Brothers, man, when they do a bathroom, they do a bathroom, man. But, man, this is really cool. I really like this. It's a little big for my taste, but it does give you ample room. Like we talked about next door, sometimes your wife, you need room to run. So there you go. Okay, let's go take a look real quick. You got the WC, separate WC right there. And then this closet, I mean, this is a really, really nice closet because right here you've got, a big kind of wraparound area with all those shelves in there. Then you've got kind of this bare wall that you can put some stuff there if you wanted to. You have more shelving right there, and then you come over here and you've got even more shelving opportunity back here. So, I mean, as it stands right now, you know, out of the box, it's nice, but man, if you really spent the money and got like one of those really nice like closet organizers or whatever, man, this thing could sing and dance. This is some kind of closet. I like this a lot. We'll take a quick look. We're not gonna make the mistake twice in a row. Look at the laundry room real quick. And in here, that's where your obviously washer dryer goes. You get some cabinets up on top of that. And then there's your sink. So it's a bigger room than the one we saw next door. You got room to put more cabinets if you want, more shelves, things like that. Really, really nice. Let's go to the backyard. All right, so like we talked about, that opens up all the way. We're gonna open it up just a little bit because I don't want to let little critters back in. It was cool earlier this week. It's hot out. Now all the critters are back out flying around. I don't want to let anybody in. They didn't pay to live here, so I don't get to move in. All right, so you got the covered porch on this one too. Okay, and you got the concrete pad, nice backyard. Like we talked about, this one's over a half acre. All these houses are gonna be over a half acre. You've got the cul-de-sac there that they're gonna start building on in time, and you get the cul-de-sac way down there. That one's actually on the lake, and you might be able to see the lake back there. This is what your backyard would look like. That brings an end to this home, the Roslyn Transitional, okay? Now this one, like we talked about, is just over 1.1. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd rather have a house that's 800, 900, but when you talk about Toll Brothers, you talk about this area, when you talk about a house this size with a 3-car garage, 3,800 square feet, there are plenty of neighborhoods that are Toll Brothers where this house is gonna be 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, okay? It's 1.1-ish right now, okay? So keep that in mind. In this area, because it's so early in the neighborhood, and this area is really, it's growing up a lot. They're adding a lot to it, man. Just new Publix right nearby. You know, it's right off of 20. You know, you can get to McFarland real quick if you're heading down 400 going south, or you can go back 20 and go back towards 400 that way if you need to get towards the lake or whatever over there. So, I mean, it's a really cool location. New neighborhood, a huge house. The price is great on this one. That being said, those are the 3 houses. Let's wrap this bad boy up. We're done with the tour. I took a look at the model, which we're in right now. Very, very nice house. And took a look at the 2 houses, the Hedgewood and the Roslyn Traditional. We also look at the Roslyn Contemporary, which is the model, okay? Really, the big difference between the two is the elevation on the front. Inside the house, pretty similar. Want more information? I put the link to the neighborhood below, okay? So check out that link down there if you want to get a link to get more information about the neighborhood. If you want to reach out to us, call or text. There's your number one more time. Remember, it doesn't just have to be this neighborhood, any neighborhood in the area, but we're in touch with the sales team here. If you want to make a move over here, give us a call and let us know, okay? Really cool area, really cool neighborhood, and it's the very, very, very beginning stages. This is where you get in on the ground floor right now. Brand new neighborhood for Toll Brothers. Again, while you're down there though, and you're looking at the links and looking at all that stuff, like and subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Man, I need more comments, y'all. It helps with the SEO. Y'all are just sitting back on the couch, just watching the videos, man. Y'all give me a comment, something. Comment something. Comment something about football. Comment something like, Steve, I hate your shirt. Whatever, give me something. Comment below, like and subscribe. Those tours are continuing. We got some big stuff coming up to finish out 2025. I want you to be a part of it. Steve, Milano Home Team, EXP Living in North Georgia page. Now, as we finish out, next video I want you to watch, the most watched Toll Brothers video we ever did. Huge incentives right around the corner from here. I want you to take a look at that video. We're looking at all of our Toll Brothers videos over here. Take care.